Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the Spirit Support reading for May. So there's a lot going on in May. You could find that the question to really ask yourself that I got was, what do you really need? What do you really need, with a dash of respect and a dash of peace? So whatever you're doing to grant yourself some more peace in these times, do, and whatever you're doing to get yourself more respect, which I felt such a thing in my solar plexus and my voice box being activated, and it's like stand up and speak up. And especially when it comes with relationships, personal, business, kind of holding your own and not letting people get away with stuff. You don't have to stick around for it. Almost like you're even okay if they go, because you'll know that you'll round the corner and fill it with something else. There is going to be an amazement movement forward in May, and there's something about what do you really need, and this time you're really going for it. And again, like holding your own, and this part about getting more respect and making sure you have peace during these times is going to be priceless to you. I was going to use other decks, but then all of a sudden it was like, move on over. We're using Free Spirit decks. This is 111 on the video when I said that. 11 decks we're going to tap in real quick to get support for the month. I've been guided to only use Free Spirit cards now going forward, and I keep fighting that. I keep using other cards. We'll see how it goes, but you might only from here on out see Free Spirit cards being used on the channel, because it's almost like that is the energy that they really want: direct, clear, concise, above all the noise. Do you hear how loud it is? I'm going to close the window. Hold on a second. You know, I created these cards specifically over the years for it to be more direct, a direct line, clear messages, leave no doubt. And then when it's over, it's like you'll get confirmed as you go in your life. And just as you receive it in the cards, you're getting it as you live your life. And so remember what comes out now, and remember what you remember as life happens, because it's support for you then. And yeah, and so let's get into it. For love, support, backing for life, I mean that quite literally. Wherever the length of the video is, I'll post the angel number message for that. And usually it is so in line that it's mind-boggling to me. We're going to tap into the Naturally Easy Tarot for the journey of May. We're going to tap into the Natural Oracle for Life for the body, mind, spirit messages. We're going to tap into the Remember You deck. What are the qualities they want you to remember in your heart? The Divine Feeding You deck. What is the Divine Feeding You? When I put this out, the Divine is literally feeding us right now how to stay in sync with our hearts, how to stay aligned to them, no matter what is going on. And that is a tall order. Like I said, light working is 24/7. They're helping us to stay in that octave. And you could find you're getting a lot of signs, symbols, messages very clearly, above all the noise, above all the racket. You're still hearing and receiving and getting that. Real divine self-care is no joke here, and this could be up a notch as the world's getting crazier. What are you doing for real divine self-care of your energy? This is the Divine Power deck of your divine power here. This is hand in hand. They could be really helping you on what are you doing for yourself for real divine self-care. Honor your sensitivities. This has been an ongoing message during this time. Lean into it even more. Don't pretend you're somebody else with a different kind of makeup. This is to really honor and respect, it's 333, your sensitivities, your makeup, your divine makeup. If you need more rest, more time out, more time alone, you got to rejuve, you got to unplug, you got to, yes, because you have to stay in that octave, and they're going to be guiding you to things that actually keep you in your divine makeup, your divine energy, your octave, no matter what, to keep you in your divine power. So we're going to tap into the Divine Power deck. By the time we get over here, this is a crystal clear divine support for you. It will be crystal clear. There's divine support for you here in the physical. You are supported to bloom. Yes, you are supported to thrive here. You are supposed to be this empress here. So you are supported to bloom here is what they're supporting you for. Real divine abundance. This is your source. It doesn't matter if this person goes away, this opportunity goes away. This is your source. Something else will come in the vacuum. They always said that. Real divine abundance. This is your source. So no matter what, you're being spoon-fed all day. You're connected with divine. So like they said, they can create windows of opportunity where there are none. That's your connection to that. Divine Spirit deck. Messages from Divine Spirit to your Divine Spirit. And we're going to end it with pure love from Spirit, which I believe this all is. 444 on the video. For love, support, backing for life. You can't make this up. So let's get right into it. Though there are 11 decks, it's going to go super, super fast. Clear out. Get ready to receive love, support, backing, and chills already. So there are clear messages that want to come through for all who are guided to the channel. And I love everyone who's here. I love how we keep it so private, even though it's public. Yeah. And I think Spirit keeps it private too, to be honest with you. I do. It's like invisible on the wide world web. Yep. And why? King of Wands. This is what they are saying, and this is what I am feeling, and this is what they are giving you in May. Everything that I said. King of Wands. Own your power and passionate. This is embodying that fire energy. This is staying lit. This is what do you need with a dash of, what did they say, respect, right? And peace. So you are the candle. You are the light. And so they are really keeping you lit during this time. And this could be almost like a reignition is what I'm getting. And you see all the darkness, no matter what is going on, the power it takes, the support that you're receiving to remain in this octave, to remain lit, they are supporting your power. So own your power. It's not even just like honoring your power during May going forward, but own your power and be really passionate going forward. So this is like filling your tank once again for what you, almost divinely filling your tank. So, and this is, I got chills everywhere because you're going to feel that you have been one-on-one filled at the one-on-one gas tank, like divinely filled gas tank. Like they're showing me like you know when you pull in for gas at a gas station, but it's like they filled you up personally. So whatever you're doing in life, whatever your goals, whatever, when you look out into the sky, like what is your vision going forward? They have filled your tank divinely to own your power and your passion and go. Okay, so they have divinely filled your tank. I might even put that in the header, like own your power, be really passionate right now. This is all for that. So this whole reading is to support your power, your King of Wands energy to get things done in the physical. You need to be fired up. You need to have a full tank, no matter what is going on, and no matter how dark. You're not getting filled from the outside. You're getting filled divinely. This is what they're making clear. So they have divinely keeping you lit, owning your power, owning your passion going forward in May 101. Divinely filling your tank to go. I might put something like that in the header. So we're going to get the body, mind, spirit messages to support your power, your flame, to get your fire, your tank, to get things done in your life and to stay that way. Yeah, this is all about balance. So they are divinely making sure, remember when I said they might be guiding you to real divine self-care, things for real divine self-care, that are making sure, look at how one card out of 80, all these decks have 80 cards, this is like a sentence, to stay in your King of Wands energy. They are making sure that you really balance your energy at this time and do those things that are keeping you in divine balance, in your divine balance and power. Maybe I'll put that in the header. They're divinely keeping you in your divine balance and power. So when you're in balance, you are in more power. So they are making sure that whatever you're doing, no matter how crazy chaotic it is on the outside, you're retaining your balance, your divine balance and power for the things that you need to be doing in May. So it's important to balance your energy levels, check in with your body very often on the daily. Remember, light working is 24/7, and pay close attention if you need to get more balanced. And now this is just what they said, especially those on this channel. You must honor your sensitivities. Don't compare yourself to other people or other people's makeup. Honor your makeup, meaning if you need more time to balance, what does it do? What do you need to do to retain your balance? Do more of that because it's keeping you in your power here, your divine power, and in your passion, in the fuel that you need to get those things that you're here to get done in May. So the secret is keeping you in your divine balance and power here is what they're doing. For what you're doing. So remember you, take care of you, and what do they want you to hold in your heart? Divine power and balance for the things that you're doing. They're almost enabling you to have this divine power and balance during this time. So remember you. What do they want you to remember in your heart? Remember, you are a decision maker. So hold your own here and remember you're beautiful. We don't get told enough that we're beautiful. And I mean, not just physically on the outside, but your insides are so beautiful, You are a decision maker. So they want you in your power and balance and making those decisions in your life. Remember, what you say no to, you're saying yes to something else. Kind of what I was saying in the beginning. If something, what do you need? If it's not doing it for you, you may say, this is not a match. This is taking me out of my power or balance. You're a decision maker. So make those decisions that keep you in your power, your balance, and your going forward with a full tank, and you're going to adjust along the way. Remember, you're a decision maker. It almost reminds me of being at the gates of your own life. What are you allowing in? What are you saying? All your days are filled with choices, decisions. Don't lose sight of your power, how you can hold your own balance with the decisions that you're making. Remember, you are beautiful. You are beautiful inside and out. Inside and out, you are beautiful. And there could be a resurgence where they're kind of making you feel like, remember how beautiful you are in a way. Like maybe, I don't know, like I'm even picturing on the outside, you are physically beautiful, but your insides are beautiful, and owning your beauty in a sense too during these times. Yeah, so they're telling you you're beautiful. So maybe we don't get told that enough. We're going to get the divine feeding you deck. What is the divine feeding you? Own your power and balance. Maybe, I almost feel like they're... Oh, I just got pulled apart. So they have a lot that divine is feeding you on the beauty part. What I was getting with this was like sometimes we're fed things that take us out of our power, our balance, even our what qualities make us beautiful. I know that's weird, but it's deeper than even the physical and the inside. But it's like all the divine, it's 11:11, all the things that make you authentically beautiful gets distorted in this world, right? It just does. Everybody has opinions about everything. Everybody is judging everything. Everybody is so quick to pick everything apart. You know, they're reminding you of the beauty of you. This is so beautiful. So the things that could have thrown you off balance or out of your power, they're reminding you, no. Even that's beautiful. Don't pay attention to what they're saying or whatever. You're this beautiful. So it's like the qualities of you are beautiful. Don't let it take you out of here. And this decision maker, because be aware of the decisions you're making, the choices you're making that take you out of balance or power, because they're keeping you, they're divinely supporting your balance and power. Okay, so we got a divine is feeding you divine changes at this time. That's why you got to have you hold your balance and power for these changes. It could be from your decisions that you're making, divine changes. You're applying divine wisdom. They're giving you divine wisdom at this time, absolutely, to use. Yes, the divine is feeding you divine partners. First of all, you have divine partners with divine, and the divine partners that will be coming in to help you with what you're doing. But you're getting profound divine wisdom at this time. Like they said, you're applying the divine wisdom that you're receiving at this time. Oh gosh, they had me think of what I said in another video, but then I just lost it as quick as it came. Savvy spirit. You are a savvy spirit. You are applying all that you are getting and receiving. Don't pretend you don't see, know, hear, using all your clairs. You're applying really divine wisdom. You're actually creating a lot of divine changes. There's a lot of divine changes happening in your life, but as the decision maker, they're saying you're actually going to be instrumental in creating divine changes in your life because you're holding your own through this time, being very powerful and in balance here. They're supporting that. And divine partners. So they are your divine partners, quite literally. That's giving you a lot of profound divine wisdom right now, helping you to stay in your balance and your power. And also, you're going to be on the receiving end of divine partners, meaning like as you're in business or in your opportunities or what you're doing, you're going to link up with others. They're going to have you link up with others. And you have divine partners, which is everything as you're going forward. So let's get the real divine self-care messages, as they want you to take care of your power and balance. So what can we do for real divine self-care? Real divine self-care. Yeah, exactly. Didn't I say my voice box? Speak up for yourself to clearly communicate and clear up situations. You are going to be holding your own. You're going to be standing up. You're going to feel that you have a spine and a voice box. Like you might be really speaking up, like demanding like more respect or more peace, or making, especially with others. You're really going to be holding your own here. The King of Wands with getting things done and holding your own. And again, sleep and rest more whenever you need to, leave it all for another day. This is holding on to your power and balance. Remember when they said, remember to honor everything is in your makeup. So how crazy it is to stay in your power when it's so dark, crazy, chaotic, and everything going on. You do need more time out. We've been getting that in every which way. We keep on getting the Four of Swords. We keep on getting this any which way it can possibly come out. So definitely don't overwork, over push. You know, we're so used to doing that, like pushing through, getting it all done. But you're going to find it's like easy does it, because it's more important to hold your balance and power, and it takes more to do that with the energies that are going on. You're definitely going to be speaking up more, and you can see everybody, you're going to see around you people speaking up, and that's part of being that gatekeeper, being that decision maker. And remember, the qualities of you are beautiful. There's something about that because it enables you to speak up. I say this all the time, it's like, especially like the other day, it was so interesting. It was like people like still love to like power trip, or they're so rude for the sake of being rude, especially in business. And it was like, I'm done with tolerating that. Like with everything that's going on, it's like enough. So professionally, I gave like a one-liner, like, sorry, that's the process. When in my head, I was screaming like, enough, lady, take a seat. And you're just used to getting your own way. You're demanding things just to demand things. It's like 5 or 6 things I had. It was like my head blew up. And but you could just answer a one-liner, not engage. Don't let it take you out of your power or balance. Don't let other people's energies or scenarios or what they're bringing to the table. Remember, we're very sensitive. This whole thing about real divine self-care, you need more because you do feel it all. If you're in a toxic environment, someone's disgusting energy, and it's like, no, I'm not here to be a garbage can. Make no mistake. I hear you, I see you, I feel you, and I am not tolerating that. Like, some professional settings, you have to bite your tongue, or even in personal, you don't want to start stuff, but you answer in a one-liner, disengage, go away. You must retain your power and balance. You can find that you're really getting a direct spiritual education, how you're holding your own here to remain that King of Wands, to remain that powerful go-getter, filled tank, going for what you need to, holding your own balance here, all that it takes, making those divine decisions, and going with the divine changes and applying the divine wisdom. But really, paving your own way and all that it takes here while you're achieving your goals. That's what I said. It was like, not only does the divine give you divine ideas, divine education, divine wisdom to apply to your life, but what do you do to hold your own here? How do you stay lit and in balance and all that it takes? And, to be honest with you, part of doing this channel is because life can really run you ragged if you don't know how to divinely take care of yourself. And we have to be constantly reminded because nobody teaches you that, right? So, all right, so this is all to stay in your divine power. What are they talking about when it comes to your divine power, being that King of Wands in your life, holding your own? It's important to balance your energy levels. Pay close attention. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. What did I say in the beginning? With a dash of respect and peace. What do you really need? Like, what are you going for? And with a dash of respect and peace. And look at this. Peace. You have divine power to bring more peace in here. That is one card out of 80. They're using you to bring in the peace for yourself during this moment, so you retain your power and balance is what they're bringing home, so you're more efficient in your life, and also you're bringing in more peace to others as well. You have the divine power to bring in more peace in the chaos and the crazy and the dark, quite literally. So they're using you that way. And King of Wands is the one that gets things done. So it's almost like despite the times, despite the chaos, you are bringing in more peace. You're holding your power and balance. You're going through things. You're the decision maker. You're beautiful at this time. You're applying divine wisdom. There's a lot of divine changes happening that you're instilling by your decisions, but also from the outside. You have divine partners that are working with you through this. Plus, you're linking up with other divine people. You're speaking up for yourself much more clearly to communicate, definitely. And the sleep, rest more is part of that self-care where to stay lit and stay balanced. And that's what you're doing. So crystal clear divine support for you. Ooh, right there. Landing on divine wisdom and divine partners. They want you to know part of your crystal clear divine support for you, and I have chills everywhere in your life, is the crystal clear divine support is that you have wisdom and divine partners through all these changes that are happening. So they want you to know, like, hold on to that it is crystal clear in your life that you do have divine partners that are giving you divine wisdom to keep you in your power and balance through all the changes. And I have chills. And wow, and this landed over here. Crystal clear divine support for you to support you with even more loving, positive, supportive relationships. Exactly. So that's what's coming in when you're speaking up for yourself and everything. All of this stuff, what you're dealing with when it comes to other people, you're making sure that this energy is supporting more loving, positive, supportive relationships. So if they're not that, you're kind of speaking up about it. You're kind of demanding more respect or boundaries or something, or they're going. And you're fine with that because your divine partners are coming in. So it's definitely, this is an energy where you're creating more loving, supportive. That's the energy, is supporting more loving, positive, supportive relationships. And if they're not that, they're kind of going. You're kind of going to make sure that it is that for these times. And that is what you need to stay in your balance and your power and everything else. So if some things have to go, it's almost like, to be honest with you, with work, it didn't really matter. Like I had customers or clients or something. If you're obnoxious and rude, you can go. I'll find other clients. It got to another point, like I'll work even harder. Like I'm not putting up with that. Or even like this channel I do in my spare time. If you come up here just to poke at me, I'm going to poke you right off the channel. Like no one has time for that right now with everything going on the big stage, small stage, when you have to stay lit and in balance. Like if people are getting off on you or that's how they get, you can find somebody else for that. We are not that. We are beautiful. We are, you know, all this, but they're making sure that you speak up for yourself, and you're like making sure that you're holding on to this no matter what. So you're bringing in more peace, and it could be for yourself and others. But there's a lot going on behind the scenes too, and this has come up in so many readings. But to stay balanced and lit during this time in your power and balanced, you're getting such a spiritual education on how to do this in the background. You are supported to bloom, but you must be in your power and balance to be able to be efficient and bloom something here, right? So you are supported to bloom here, and you're getting divinely filled, remaining in your power and balance to do so, and to feel the support that no matter what, they're watering you here to stay in your power and balance. To you're supported to bloom. That's why you are here, to bloom. Okay. Yeah, and I said, you have divine power to bring more peace in here. Bloom this tree. And are you ready for what came out first? You are supported to bloom. Let more lightness in now to remove the negativity. Just like you are supported to be more in light, to grow things, you must let in more lightness to remove the negativity anytime you need. Bring in more peace. Bring in more light to fill your tank. Right, that's why they said for divine, I have chills everywhere, to sleep and rest more whenever you need. You have a divine makeup. Don't deny what keeps you in balance and lit, because you must bring in the light to remove the negativity. So they're going to be supporting you and bringing more light. So if you've been hit with like darkness, if you've been hit by a poke or a slap, or energetically what it feels like they said, take care of your energy if you feel it's gone down. There was some card about that. Pay close attention. They're really giving us the know-how of what to do to stay lit. Pay close attention to your energy levels and check in with yourself when you need, pay close attention to your body, what you need. Remember when they said in the very beginning, what do you need? Ask the question, what do you need? An added dose of respect and peace. Did they not say that? Respect and peace. So yeah, filling in a nutshell, because you need to get more balance, stay in your power, bring in more peace for what you are doing. Let more lightness in, remove that negativity, and you are supported to bloom. Your strength to make it through is being supported now, no matter what. It is your strength, it is your power and your balance. You are making it through now. They're like filling your tank. They're bringing the lightness, they're like sunlight, they're feeding you sunlight. You have divine partners. So yeah, they're feeding you that, your power and balance, because it is your strength to make it through that's being supported now. So you're getting through it all. And you're making sure, to be perfectly honest, that the relationships you have are going to be supportive as well. So no more kind of over-tolerating, I would say. I'm guilty of that, over-tolerating, because it's knocking us out of our power and balance. There's something about that where we're taking our power and balance back, and all the decisions, and the stand up and use your voice box and bring in more peace and take care of yourself, so that you are more powerful and in balance, and you're more efficient in May with what you need to get done, or what your goals are, or right? You're applying your divine wisdom. You have divine partners giving you divine wisdom for these changes, whether they're circling around you or you're instigating them as a decision maker. But yeah, because you're going forward now. The King of Wands gets things done. And it's like, what is it going to take to get everything done that you want to get done? They're helping you to do it. Real divine abundance. Okay, so real divine abundance for, oh gosh. Okay, oh my gosh, they're all falling out. So they are really supporting you. I have to chase this on the floor. And it said, no need to feel rushed or hurried. Take your time. This fell on the floor. Don't miss the details. Take your time. No matter how crazy, chaotic, stay balanced. There's no need to rush. We might pick up that, oh my gosh, we got to hurry. We got to do. Nope. This is no need to feel rushed or hurried. So no matter how much someone is spinning you, that was happening a lot also. That's almost on purpose. Spin, spin, spin. No, there was something about calm down, bring in more peace, sleep, like unplug. So yeah, no need to feel rushed. Feel more empowered to create the life you want. Yes, this is the King of Wands energy. So you don't get out of balance feeling rushed. You hold your own here. Feel more empowered to create the life you want. That is literally what they're doing. That's how they're feeling your day. What do you need? What do you want to create in your life? Feel more empowered to do so. That is what they're bringing you right now in May. You have divine partners working with you now on creating more abundance. You have divine partners. This is how they're keeping you in your power and balance. I can't even, I'm about to scream and I almost stop myself. I'm so excited. You can't make this up. You have divine partners working with you, keeping you in your power and balance here. That is everything. That is such love, support, backing. Yes, you have divine partners working with you now on creating more abundance. They're with you. That's why you don't have to rush. You don't have to get out of balance. You don't have to feel depleted in your energy, your power. You're taking care of yourself. You know you have divine power partners. These are your partners. They're helping you to create more abundance. Stay in that alignment, that balance, no matter what. Stay lit no matter what. I mean, this is what they're saying. Feel more empowered to create the life you want. They're the ones feeding you that. They are the one. This is the divine feeding you deck. You have divine partners. They are the ones feeding you that to feel empowered. The whole world is taking away your power. The whole world is taking away your balance. The whole world is taking away your peace. Do you see that? This is freaking amazing. Tap into your divine infinite wisdom and access the way forward. Do they not say that? Here's your divine wisdom. I have chills everywhere. I've chills everywhere. Everything here makes you doubt your power and your balance. And look at that. Tap into your divine infinite wisdom and access the way forward. They're giving it to you. Remember in the other reading they said clearing the way. Like tap into you're applying all this divine wisdom. And nobody even has to agree with you. No one else has to say, oh my gosh, I see it too, I feel it too. No. You're staying in your power and your balance. You're making sure that you understand you have divine partners working with you here. Feel more empowered as you're creating your life. They're feeding that to you. I could almost cry. I want to watch this back because I need this feeding. We're going to need this feeding, this divine feeding you to stay in your power and balance as you're creating your life. And that is such encouragement. That came up in the comments. It's like, we don't get encouraged. If anything, we get discouraged, thrown out of balance, thrown out of our peace. No one's telling you you're beautiful, stay in your power and balance and go create the life you want. And you have divine partners that are helping you create it, right? Tap in and use. So all those times when this part too, you have divine partners, it's leans over in here too. This divine partners. They want me to add this thing. When you want to tap it, you're getting it direct. So whenever you need to unplug from the world and the noise, you are actually going in the quiet. You're the rest, the tune out, the unplug and connect. And that's when you are getting the divine wisdom to apply. That's where you're getting refilled in your tank or retaining your balance. That's what's available for you here. That's the reminder, like tap in, and that's when you'll get the wisdom again, or you'll remember something that will help you access the way forward, keep you in your King of Wands power and balance, and feel more empowered to create the life you want. That's the movement in May, creating the life you want, but having the power and balance to do it. And even the peace, right? What are the decisions that can give you more peace so that you actually hold your balance and power, creating the life you want? Because I'm telling you, everything they educated me, every single thing here is chipping away at your power and balance, chipping away at your power, balance, and peace so that you're not equipped to create the life. So it's like stop, tune in, plug in, retain your, they're filling you and aligning you and like go. And they're encouraging you. It is so beautiful. And then beyond this reading, as you're going in your life, when there's a lowering in your power or balance or peace, this is part that's going to make me swell up. And this is the whole reason why I do this channel. Something is going to come in, love, support, backing, and a divine sign, divine confirmation. You'll be guided to something, hear something. Actually hear something like clairaudient, clairsentient. Something will come in for you to receive that they know what has been in your mind and heart, and they're going to get you right back there in your power, in your balance, in your peace. Like it's like a divine safety net or something. It is the most amazing thing. Okay, we're going to tap into the divine spirit messages from divine spirit to your divine spirit for the month of May. Feel more empowered, creating the life that you want. Hold on to your power, your peace, your balance. Do everything that keeps you in optimal power, and balance. And make sure your relationships are more of the supportive kind. And if they're not, there's like a little less tolerance for that, because it's so important for you to understand in your power and balance and peace. And that's why if some of these things, it's like, I don't have the bandwidth for it. Like I might have had tolerance in the past, but not anymore, because we're all stretched to our capacities, and you have to stay lit and in your balance and peace, and use that to create the life you want. And keep, besides what I'm saying, everything you're receiving that's divine wisdom from your divine partners, you are applying as well. Not just for what you're accomplishing in your life, which you are, but also what you're doing on the inside to retain your spirit, your energy, your octave here, no matter what. You may want to reconsider that. It's landing on the sleep roulette. You are going to unplug. When you have to make decisions, I am telling you, you're getting it direct. This is going to be very important. What I said, they're doubling down. You may want to reconsider that. There's some things that have been going on. You may want to reconsider. You may want to say no. You may want to reconsider. When you're saying no to something and you're saying yes to something else, could have been something, I don't know, there's some things to reconsider, and show up and be there fully now. Yes. Be there fully, that King of Wands. There's nothing greater. I have chills everywhere. The things that are taking you out of showing up and being there fully now, you want to reconsider. They want you like this. They want you the King of Wands. Show up and be there fully. The King owns their power. I mean, you can't make this up. So whatever was throwing you out of balance, they're really giving you that divine wisdom to be this King of Wands right now. And it could be making you make different decisions at this time, because what was throwing you out of your power, your balance, your peace, no, you're going to be that King of Wands in your life, because May demands it. The times demands it. You are going to be this, and you're going to show up fully now. And this is all the support that they're giving you to do that. You may want to reconsider that. I'm getting more divine spirit messages. And this is so profound to me. And this is beautiful. They're the ones that are just like, whatever was holding you back, oh my God, I have chills. That was holding you back from showing up fully, they're the ones, I have chills everywhere. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Inside and out, you are beautiful. Show up and be there fully now as that King of Wands. And anything that was throwing out of balance, inside and out, be that decision maker, apply that divine wisdom, have more peace, get rid of them. Like inside and out, reconsider, these things that are pulling you out of that, because that is not the way, right? All right, so let's get more divine spirit messages. Oh my gosh, I'm loving, loving, loving this reading and the support, the level of support. I love it. Feel peace. It will be taken care of. Feel peace. Remember when we had the card, once you've done everything you can, hand it over to spirit. Yeah, feel peace. It will be taken care of. It will be taken care of. And time to move on from that now. If they couldn't make it more clear, there are going to be some things that you're going to reconsider and move on from. Feel peace. It will be taken care of. It is a time to show up and move forward. You're making decisions to move forward. You're moving on from things. Let's get some pure love from spirit to help us go forward now with our divine partners. I was just about to say divine partners, because they're saying you have divine partners working with you as you're moving on, right? In your power and everything, showing up fully. We love you, and we see all you are doing. You can't make this up. I have chills. I got so many chills throughout this entire reading. I feel like they see what I'm personally doing as I'm doing this reading many, many times. Because initially I set up different decks, and they were like, stop it with that. Use the free spirit cards, right? So it's part of the message here. It's like we're pulling ourselves out of our power and our balance, and it's time to show up fully here, right? With all that you're doing, they see what you're doing. So in your work, in your personal, with all you're doing, they see what you're doing. You have divine partners with all you're doing. They're helping you to stay in your power and balance, show up fully. They're helping you, especially with decisions and applying divine wisdom right now. Really take care of yourself with all that you're doing. You're making it through. You're being supported. They said your strength to make it through is being supported. Absolutely. You're going to be amazed by what is helping you go forward. And you could also, in the strength of your new decisions of how are you holding onto your power, showing up more fully, because this makes you more efficient in your life. And this is all to empower you to create the life you really want. So from beginning to end, that is the divine support that you're having for the month of May. And you could find it actually very extraordinary and almost like a spiritual education with your divine partners in the quiet. So much is going on. Like, as much as you're trying to accomplish things outwardly, what's going on inside when it comes to your level of holding on to your power, your peace, and you're showing up fully, power, peace, and balance. And the beauty of you like, oh my gosh, it's almost like, we're getting spring in the States, but it's like they're encouraging you to bloom and blossom. And as you're blooming and blossoming, what are you blooming and blossoming in your life now with this King of Wands energy in this balance, and what's running through your veins? So I wish you the best for the month, and take care. Bye-bye.